Hi, everybody. So I decided to do a random message for today. I just felt like I needed to. So I hope you enjoy. I actually have a topic in mind, and the topic is about people stepping into our dream state. Um, I feel like it's been happening for a while now. If you're part of my collective, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like you'll having a random dream. The dream is, I don't know, you're picking up flowers from this beautiful garden or whatever. And then all of a sudden, while picking up the last flower, all of a sudden you're jumped into a different dream. And you might be sitting in front of a boardroom, or you might be going to work, or you might be doing something that is out of ordinary. And people are like, offering you something, like telling you, don't you agree with this, or is this what you want, or blah blah blah, that kind of energy. I've been experiencing it quite a bit, so I figured I'm not the only one. And if you guys are in my vibration, I'm sure you guys have experienced it too. It feels like Inception, like the movie Inception, where they insert a dream into your dream so you can agree to something or bind yourself to some kind of contract that is not for you. So I wanted to get a little bit of tidbit regarding that. Look at this. Love me, leave me, back and forth feelings, unstable affection. And see, it does feel like what's going to be entering into these dream states, or who I'm talking to, it is people that you've probably left behind, or you've cut cords with, or you've disagreed to be in that energy with. And it says, you lost me. Final straw, self respect, power move. And I feel like what you did was do that thing. You decided, I'm ghosting you. So this does feel like cord cutting energy. This does feel like ghosting. This does feel like you put a period in a situation, and these people want to change that period into a comma so then they can re-enter your life. It does feel like a chapter that is over, that they would like to rehatch for yourself. I want to see why they're doing this, because one thing is what they're doing, but I want to know why. Used, then discarded, thrown away, devalued, emotional trash. And I feel like they didn't see the value that you had. This happens a lot. Like one of those things where they don't realize that the reason they're having triumph and success and good things in their favor, it's not because they deserve it. Instead, it's because you're in their lives. I tell a lot of people when they come into my sessions, and that once we cut the cord to somebody, it's your obligation to continue to establish those healthy boundaries. Because if you don't, then you're reestablishing a commitment that is not good for you. Um, and people don't realize that the only reason all their black magic, all their spells, all their evil shit that they're doing to you hasn't truly affected you yet. It's not because it hasn't haven't affected them yet. It's not because they're so super powerful, blah blah blah. It's because you hadn't disconnected from them. So as soon as you disconnect from them, all of a sudden shit hits the fan. So whoever this might be, if if you haven't done anything yet, I do recommend for you to do a cord cutting and sever the connection with these individuals. If you don't know how to do it for yourself, I recommend you checking out my website. It's becoming.iam.org. And under the shop section, I do have Let Me Go rituals, which is our cord cutting. And then the truth hurts, reality check, wake up call, clear eyes. And so what happened is that once you disconnected from this person, if you have disconnected from this person already, they had this like aha moment. Holy shit, I just let go of, I heard mi minito de oro. That's in Spanish. That means my gold mine. Um, and they do feel like they let go of the gold mine, right? You were their gold mine. You were the one that was blessed. You were the one that was favored. You were the one that was in alignment. They were not. And so when you enter their life, a lot of really positive things happen to them. You might have not known that you created an energetic cord, especially if these people entered into your dream and you made an oath with them without knowing. That's why I tell people very much that you should protect yourself in your dream state. Really pray, or really do your meditations, or really do your grids and grids of protection, or have sigils that you have around your room, or like a mojo bag under your pillow. Whatever is your belief system would be the best way to do to like protect yourself and create a shield before you go to sleep, because that's when we're most vulnerable. Also, you know how everybody's really into the bonnets to go to sleep. Bonnets are actually really good at covering your ori, so your crown chakra, and that's the access that they might have with you with spirit. So that's a side note for somebody that must have needed to know that. Now I want to see how this is going to turn out for you, this disconnect, and how this is going to turn out for them. So for you first, for the collective that is connecting here first, how is this going to turn out for them? We have the finality. So I do feel like I would just realize this is backwards. I do realize that with that card, it does feel like you're finally. It's like the final chapter. I'm hearing it's a final countdown. And then I see dating. So I am seeing this energy where you're going to be kind of connecting to people again. You're going to start going out there. You're starting to start creating these new bonds and creating these new networks, which is great, especially for the month of November, because November does have a really strong energy of expansion. All right. And then for them, we have the decisions. And it's so funny because when I'm looking at it, as the guy's looking out the out the window, all I heard was all by myself. And it says wrong reasons, contemplating staying or leaving, uncertain. Oh. And then we have them single. And with single, it's independent freedom from an attachment, which is, thank God, hallelujah, which is the one that they created with you, and available to date. I feel like first, you're free of them, which makes you able to finish a chapter in your life. I feel like you understood the assignment. You finished a contract, a karmic contract that was binding you to this individual. For them, they're kind of sitting there thinking, I'm single, but what should I do with myself with this energy of being single? And then we have spirit, protected aura, divine intervention, angels, shieldings. I feel like one of the things they can't do is go back to you. I feel like that's in the middle of these two. Oh, you can't even see them. Whatever. Just take my word for it. One of the things they can't do is come back to you. You have a very strong spiritual team that's saying a hell no to those people, and that they don't have the right to enter your space or to and then I heard, or there'll be consequences. That I like. So let me see a little bit about you and how this finality and this dating situation is going to work out, right? So can you tell me what's going to work out with this finality for my collective? This one came out again, okay? And it's the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is talking about an adventure, something new in the horizon. Something is coming towards you. You just have to sit and wait because you're actually very lit. The light inside of you is shining very brightly. So you're drawing things towards you. We have the Fool card. I feel like you're going to be walking into something because there is something calling to you. Your I want to say spirit team is very much in high alert for you not to fall into a negative trap. And then the third thing is the Hierophant. I do feel like it's possible that this might be like business related, because the Hierophant can be like an organization that you're going to be affiliated with, a group, a belief system, etc. So it feels like a whole new network that's going to enter in here. You are with the Ace of Wands. This is the flame that is being activated inside of you. I do feel like you're entering a new, and look, Magician. I'm liking these energies for you. I feel like this person was actually like stunting your growth, like limiting the way that you had to expand to a new reality or to move in a new place, or like to just be a different person. They were holding you back. And with you getting the Ace of Wands, which is action and power and that masculine energy, so solar plexus activation, where you're taking actions and the things that are right, you're moving in new directions, but your guides are protecting you. And I do see that what you're connecting to, it has like a whole other field of beliefs, of energy, of frequency around it. I do see that there is a whole new world entering into you because you graduated. Again, she has, if you see, she has the hat like she graduated in 2 diplomas. So I do believe that you have overcome some kind of really big life lesson that you came to do. And you know what's interesting? She's holding like 2 batons in her hands, and the 3 of Wands. He has one that's on fire, which is the one he's holding on to, and 2 that do not. And then there's the fire wand. So as I'm just looking visually at the cards that are in front of me, I am feeling like you're releasing 2 options that are not good for you. And it might be that you've seen more than one person in your dream state, and because there's 2 that you're definitely letting go off and one that you're really connecting to. In the bottom of the deck, we have the Judgment card. So you awoke and you woke up, right? You woke up from the dead. You can see these people for what they are. You can see what they actually did with you, because what happens in the 3D world is not really what's happening. There's a lot more underneath it. And the fact that you actually were able to see and feel and understand that there was an energetic cord between you and these people, and you severed it, created that change that you wanted for the future. Now I'm going to look into their energy, because they have to make a decision if they want to stay single. And honestly, with the desperation that I'm feeling from them, I don't think they can be single, because I think they do need a second person or somebody else's energy, because they don't have that light to be able to create what it is that they want to create. So the first thing we have is a Strength card. Wow. This one's a different kind of Strength card. Look at that. And this is like this huge monster that's trying to engulf them, and they're trying to protect themselves from actually going inside the dragon's mouth. They're trying to connect to spiritual. There's their lineage. You see the tree that's in the background here, like their lineage and their descendants, but the tail of the monster is going to poke through it. So it's kind of like, even if they go and find those resources, those people, those connections that used to get them out of the problem, I feel like that's also being attacked, so this person can't fly away. And I see them with this energy of the Hangman. And when I saw it, all I thought was two-faced. Everything has 2 faces. I'm feeling like their two-faced energy is being revealed, and they're going to be stuck. Tell me more about this. These are 2 major arcanas. That's like this event. Oh my gosh. And then we have, let me cover up the boobies. The Knife of Pentacles. Here, let me cover it like this. And honestly, as I'm looking at this card, the Knife of Pentacles is the Page of Pentacles. And I think, okay, this is going to sound really vulgar, but it seems like they're going to have to prostitute themselves, right? Where they're going to have to try to sell themselves to other people so that they can catch somebody again like you. And then we have, you see, the Ace of Pentacles. And they're going to be sad because they're not going to be able to find something like you, because look, 9 of Swords. Because all the beings that are like you have also gotten a hard shell, and they've learned. Usually the 9 of Swords looks like somebody being attacked in the dream state, and the porcupine, his eyes are closed, like there's a band in their eyes, and then there's all these knives on his back, and this thing is trying to come and attack him. You know that that's going to go bad. So I feel like people can see them for what they are. So energetically and physically. So this is something that I've been telling a lot to the collective, that the energy is changing And as the energy changes, that means that there is less wearing masks and trying to be something that you're not. Like the whole fake it till you make it. There's a crap ton of people that have that fake it till you make it energy. They are not what they perceive to be. But I think that with this energy that's shifting right now, people are able to see them for what they are. So then people already have their defenses up. They won't be able to catch another one like you. In the bottom of the deck, oh, look, the Wheel of Fortune. Followed by, look at this. This is awesome. The King of Swords. And it feels like their fortune will change because they kind of stabbed themselves in the back. Like they literally messed up their fortune. And so I guess what I'm trying to tell you is that these dreams are invasive because they're trying to reconnect to you because they know they won't be able to find another one like you. So I would recommend for you to do any kind of spiritual protection prior to sleeping. That can be, I said, active meditation. That is spiritual shielding. This is creating shields of protection around you. It can be wearing mojo bands around your bed. It can create a grid of protection around your bed and underneath your pillows. It can be prayers of intention. Anything that is aligned to your frequency that would negate like an energy of protection and shielding prior to going to sleep. And in that, I would include not entering into any contracts or agreements when you're in the dream state. If it's not for your highest good and your most positive outcome for your reality, so that you can ascend to the best version of yourself. And so I know that I'm not the only one experiencing these things, and that's why I decided I should have a topic about it. I hope you enjoy it.